Hey, what is up, everybody? I gotta say right off the bat, it has been 786 days since I have been diagnosed with bipolar disorder type 1. That is not my only diagnosis, but that is the major diagnosis of my life these past couple years in terms of its debilitating effects and its amazing ability to disrupt my life. Talking about it for that reason, because bipolar disorder is something that affects millions of people, and it's not going away anytime soon. There's unfortunately no cure. About 8 months ago, I uploaded and filmed a video called I Got Diagnosed with Bipolar Disorder 522 Days Ago, My Life Since. That video is still on my channel if you'd like to check it out. But for this video, we'll be talking about how I got diagnosed 786 days ago and, answer the crucial questions of what changed, what progress, if any at all, has been made. I think that this is an important part of treatment, and this allows me to be accountable in some degree, and it's something to look back on. I mean, how great would that be if 30 years from now I could look back on these videos at myself in a time of despair, thinking how I wasn't going to go anywhere, but then I actually make something of myself. Then these are going to be some tokens of appreciation that I don't want to let go anywhere. I want to have these memories documented, these experiences delineated for other people to learn from and resonate with. So a couple of the main themes. Oh, I think my vape just died. I hope not. Okay, we're in business. I was concerned for a second there. This is my first weed pen ever. I don't smoke a lot, but I smoke on occasion. Helps alleviate symptoms in ways that medication doesn't, but that's a story for another video. What I want to talk about is some of the major themes that were ongoing at the time I got diagnosed and how things evolved over time. So when I got diagnosed October 27th, 2021, I was a junior in college at the time. And I remember having constant delusions and fears of people being after me, people that I know, people that don't even exist. And I was experiencing hallucinations as well. And so I got hospitalized. A friend was concerned and called the authorities on me, and I got Section 12s as a result. And in that hospital, I displayed all your typical manic behavior, fast, accelerated, pressured speech, flight of ideas, the whole shebang. Every symptom that you would check off for mania, I hit every checkbox. It was a terrifying time for my family, and it was a time of great confusion for me because I had all these ideas of grandiosity and didn't know what was going on. And this was more the beginning of my manic episode. This episode altogether lasted a total of 6 months. So even March of the following year, I was still exhibiting manic symptoms that were disrupting my life. I lost jobs because of it. In another video, I'll talk more specifically about why, but it also got me expelled from my university. It got me booted from my college fraternity, and it just destroyed hundreds of relationships. Those relationships have been eroded. I'm not getting them back anytime soon, and you just kind of have to move on and go from there. And the depression at first was so crushing when I got out of college and I was kind of just sitting home isolating. That's when the feelings really manifest themselves. It's like, what have I done? I can't believe that I said this. I can't believe that I did that. I'm in shock and awe that I believed this or believed that and thought this or thought that. It's tragic, really, how much mania can destroy and how quickly it can destroy. It's what happened with me. Everything was going so smooth and well, and I was getting ready to be the first in my family to graduate college, and then out of nowhere, I start having manic symptoms, and I would later learn that it's bipolar disorder. But the toughest part now is not necessarily dealing with the material things that I lost, the things that can be replaced, but it feels like there's things that are irreplaceable that I've lost as well. And the biggest thing is it feels like a part of me died. I don't feel like myself anymore. I don't have the same personality. I don't have the same social setting or environment. So that certainly contributes to it. But any attempt to facilitate social action in my life just seems to end in humiliation. It proves to be futile. And I'm not giving up. I force myself to try and be as active as I possibly can given the circumstances. Depression has been the bane of my existence. It doesn't make it easy, but I still do it. A couple things I've started doing recently is I actually started walking again. And this is as of about a week ago, I started walking again. And as of 2 days ago, I signed up for gym membership so that I can utilize their workout equipment, especially cardio related, so I can try to lose some weight. Because since being diagnosed with bipolar, I gained 170 pounds. I went from 180 pounds in February of 2022 to 354 pounds today. It's a very fast amount. It's a very large amount to gain in such a fast amount of time. It all happens so quickly. It creeps in on you when you're depressed. And so that's why I'm glad I finally started going out again. And even though I have agoraphobia, that's the fear of people, and I have social anxiety disorder, I've been forcing myself into these situations where I feel uncomfortable because the rational mind tells me that there's no danger involved, that everything's going to be all right. And this past week or so, it's been triumphant over the irrational mind, which has stated that, you're going to get in trouble if you do this or do that, or if you try this. You're not that person anymore, Tyler. That's the negative self-talk that comes in. And a lot of that is derived from trauma, in my belief. Something else I started a little recently that I'm trying to make a habit is I started reading again, because at some point I would like to return to college and finish my credits. Of course, not at UMass Amherst where I've got expelled from, but at some institution out there that would be welcoming of a Tyler Adolfo. I would, take up their offer and make them very proud. So hoping that I'll have many offers when I return to the school game. And I've actually been doing something pretty major as part of my treatment plan, and that is I have been attending meetings held by Nami as well as DBSA. Nami is the National Alliance for Mental Illness. DBSA is the Depression Bipolar Support Alliance. And both organizations host group therapy sessions for people with mood disorders and other mental illnesses, and provides an outlet for them to vent and hear the stories of others and learn from the experience of others, as well as share insights on how they deal with different sets of circumstances and their experiences and their coping mechanisms. And it's an excellent resource to see that there's still hope out there. There's people in the groups who've done some incredible things in life. There's other people who are, similar to myself, who are stuck. And, seeing the cross references between both groups of people and the similarities that exist between both, it's inspiring, because it shows you that it's possible for us to be successful even if we have this disorder, as debilitating as it is, that we can still accomplish something meaningful. So that's really the update that I have for you today. I plan on continuing this series because I don't intend to be in this position very long. Someday you'll be watching me do this video in the series, and I'll be in incredibly good shape. I'll look like Jack Harlow again rather than Jack Harlow's fat cousin. This is definitely dead. I'm ashamed. Oh, maybe it just needs to be charged, actually, but we will see about that. But thank you all for watching this video. Please share your thoughts down in the comments below. I read all comments. I appreciate you coming here. My name is Tyler Adolfo, and I hope that you all have a most excellent of days and happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Whatever it is you celebrate, I hope you have an excellent time. And may the new year bring you much joy, happiness, and success. And my words of advice would be try to just appreciate the small things and never take anything for granted. Peace out, y'all.